right, everyone, welcome back for another episode. I am your host, Jarrod Music, talking about how to manage variable cash flow as a business owner. So the number one priority that we have as business owners is to understand, just like we do on the business side, what's going to happen on our cash and our cash balances into the future on the personal side. So really taking the time to understand what are our known fixed expenses, what are our assumed recurring expenses, and then what are our larger lumpy expenses all on the personal side, just like you do for business cash flow planning. So you can use a spreadsheet, you can use fancier planning and accounting software. There's a number of ways to do this, but it's really to understand what's going to be going out the door. The best way still that we've found to track this is on the personal side. If you can manage with one checking account and one primary credit card that all of your expenses flow through, you're able to run reports, pull statements, and look at, did this match what we thought it would? So if you know that your mortgage payment is $4,000 a month, that one's really easy to see. You can look at the cash account statement and see, great, that happened. If you know that your utilities run about $300 a month, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, you can look at all of those recurring expenses. It's good to estimate those through the first time by listing them out. Once you have that, you can just look at your bank statements and see, yep, did that happen? And if you're paying your credit card off in full every month from that checking account, you then have a single line item that goes to credit card that you can take out, and everything else, you should be able to see the transaction detail on it for the cash account. On the credit card side, that's typically gas, groceries, entertainment, fees, different things that you're paying for your kids, all of that, everything else stuff. And that's where we like to look at ranges there and see, okay, do we spend on average $8,000 a month on the credit card or $18,000? There's no judgment on any number. It's just understanding, what do we think we're going to spend? So if you think you're going to spend $8,000 on all of the baseline stuff, and you think that you're going to spend $20,000 on all of the variable stuff on the credit card, you should be seeing over a 4-month period $28,000 a month coming out of the combination of those two accounts. Now, if you're not seeing that, it's time to investigate and see, okay, well, why was that? Oh, well, we booked a larger family trip in month 1, and we had a tuition payment for private school in month 4. Totally makes sense why we're not seeing $28,000. Let's go ahead and list that out. And so now those are what we call lumpier expenses. You're not seeing them every month. You might see them irregularly, once a quarter, once a year, once a semester, whenever they end up getting paid. And those can also include things like insurance premiums, quarterly estimated taxes, business acquisition note payments. All those different things tend to go in that category. And you want to map those out by month that they're expected to occur, along with all the baseline expenses. So if in this case you have $28,000 a month that's going out the door, and then you have $20,000 that goes in February, $40,000 that's going to go in July, and on and on and on, you want to list all those out and then look at what your estimated cash inflow is going to be. And so you put any W-2 that you're taking from your business, quarterly distributions, annual distributions, and you map those together, and you're looking for periods when you're going to have a shortfall on cash. And that's what we're really trying to manage to with variable cash flows, to never be surprised and never be caught scrambling on the personal side. So you're applying a very similar process to what you should be doing inside your business to your personal. EntrepreneurLine.com has some deeper dive articles on this topic. And of course, our team is here to be able to help. This is what we do for our families all day, every day. Thanks so much for giving me some of your time. I'll be back again.